Hey guys, what's up? Rod Mitch here. So finally, and after a long time, I'm finally gonna put out my how to wheelie video. So I was kind of thinking on how I should upload this video. Should I upload it on several parts, or should I put it up into one big bulk part? And I decided that I'm gonna kind of maybe into two parts, or maybe three, maybe four. I'll see how much I can give in each video, because I don't want too long videos to be too long, or videos to be too short. So I'll try to keep it in the medium range. So now, first thing you guys have to recognize is that when it comes to wheelies, there is more than one way of bringing your front end up. You have your clutching up method, and you have your power wheelies method. Now, power wheelies usually work with 1,000 cc's and more than that, because you kind of need a powerful bike. Because the method of the power wheelies is you cut down on your throttle and you give it a lot of throttle once. I've never tried power wheelies, so I don't want to give you any false information, but power wheelies all depend on your throttle, and there isn't any clutch involved in it. Now, the method I'm gonna teach, and the method I'm using to learn, and the method most stunters use, is the clutch up method. Now, it also depends when you're practicing. Some people, they want fast wheelies, which are usually right under balance point, and some people want slow wheelies, which are kind of at balance point. You want to get your bike at balance point. So you always want to know when you're practicing, what are you aiming for. If you're aiming for slow wheelies, then you want to start slow. You don't want to end up riding too fast. Now, let's just get into the basics of how a clutch up wheelie works. Now, it differs from each bike to another, alright? Some people would prefer doing it on first gear, some people prefer doing it on second gear. Now, on this DRZ, because it's not a very powerful bike, the first gear is really choppy. I've tried a lot of clutch up first gears. My gearing ratio, my first gear ratio isn't that high. As soon as I start rolling, I get high RPMs, so it wouldn't really get the front end up that much, so I don't really use first gear. I would recommend that you use second gear even on your sport bikes. Second gear is kind of more forgiving compared to first gear. If you make a mistake on first gear, because first gear, as I said, it's choppy. It needs more throttle. You need to be smooth on your throttle if you're going to use your first gear wheelies. So second gear is kind of more forgiving. So what you're going to do is, you're going to be rolling. Now, as I said, if you're going to be doing slow wheelies, it's better. See, the slower you go before you pop the clutch, the less gas you need to bring the front end up, but the more harder it is to control the bike there, because the bike's going to start wobbling right and left, and you need to have side-to-side balance to overcome that wobbling. But the faster you go, the less gas you need, and the easier it is, but most probably it's kind of hard to get it up to balance point when you're going fast on smaller bikes. But on bigger bikes, even when you're going fast, because they have some sprocket adjustments and all that complicated stuff. So what you're going to do is, you're going to be rolling in second gear. What I do, I roll in second gear. I pull my clutch in using one finger. Alright, some people use two, some people use three. It all depends on your own preference. I like to use one finger, so I pull my clutch using one finger, and I give it gas, and I let go of the clutch. You're not easing off the clutch, and actually popping the clutch, and it's really violent. It's not like you're gonna feel those butterflies in your stomach for sure. It's kind of a scary feeling at first. First week is gonna be kind of scary, but you're gonna get used to it. So what you want to be doing is, just imagine that, just do it in your stationary position. You're gonna hold your clutch in using one finger. You're gonna Give it gas, and as you give it gas, you're gonna pop your clutch. That's what you want to do. You're gonna pop your clutch, all right? You don't want to let it go easy. You want to pop it. You want to just release it suddenly, all right? Now, during your first week, maybe even first 2 weeks, even first month, you don't want to push yourself too hard. Now, before we start pulping, now this is something that problem is I didn't do, so it's taking me a long time to get this integrated into my brain. You need to now if the bike goes too high, if you feel like the bike's gonna tip over, the only thing that's gonna save you, you can either let go of your clutch, and that's the method I used to use. But the best method, and the method that's going to teach you control over slow wheelies, is push your rear brake in. Use your rear brake to bring your bike down. Always use your foot brake. Always. If you feel the bike's going to tip over, all you want to do is just tap your rear brake. Tap it, tap it, tap it. All right? Now, when you start at first, you're going to find yourself that you're giving it too much rear brake. Maybe not any at all. All right? So, all right. First week. Let's try to... I'm trying to like show you what your says this car pass. I usually use that straight stretch of road back there, but there are a lot of cars parked there. And yeah, of course, totally forgot. Guys, don't wheelie without your gear. I know I'm not wearing enough gear. I mean, I'm wearing my my helmet, my gloves, and I'm wearing an armor. But I'm not wearing my knee pads, which I was supposed to be wearing. But I'm not going to be pushing myself today, so I'm going to be just taking it simple on these wheelies. Alright guys, now, this is what you want to do on your first week. You're going to roll slow, pull your clutch in, give it gas and release your clutch. That's what you want to do. You're going to give it gas and release your clutch. Let's try it one more time. You're rolling kind of like this. Pull your clutch in. Give it gas and you release your clutch. You pop the clutch. You don't release it slow. You actually pop the clutch. All right, because that's what's gonna get the front end up. You're gonna pull your clutch in, give it gas, and release your clutch. Pop your clutch. All right. Now, this is what you want to do. You don't want to give it too much gas so you don't tip the bike over. But just to get it integrated into your brain, use your rear brake no matter what. Don't let go of the throttle to bring the bike down. No, use your rear brake to bring the bike down, because that would get the rear brake idea integrated into your mind, which is something I didn't do, so it's taking me way too long to get this idea integrated into my brain. Yeah, so this is basically like beginner wheelies. You want to pull your clutch in, give it gas and let go. Pop your clutch. Pull your clutch in, give it gas and pop the clutch, alright? And it's not like, listen, because this is kind of important. It's not like you're going to hold the gas at maybe like 3,000 RPM and then let go and it's going to wheelie. No, you actually, as you're accelerating, as you're giving it gas, you're popping the clutch. So there isn't like a certain range of RPM, all right? I wouldn't recommend. It's you gotta understand your bike. You gotta listen to your bike. You gotta hear your bike, and one by one, you're gonna naturally know how much gas you're supposed to give your bike to let it come up. And keys to practice, guys. You gotta practice a lot. I mean, if you're able to practice 3 to 4 times a week, you'll be down with wheelies in 2 to 3 months. You'll be perfect with wheelies. Practice makes perfect. You gotta practice all the time. And if you do practice, you're gonna end up with these wheelies. Oh, that sucked. Let me pull another balance point wheelie, because that really sucked back there. That isn't balance point, but that's kind of something you're gonna get to. As I said, I don't really want to push it because I'm not wearing any gear. So yeah, you want to practice, and take it easy. Everything starts slow. You're gonna this is what you want to do, just like the previous wheelie. Just get the front end a couple of inches off the ground. couple of feet off the ground. You don't want to give it too much gas because you don't want to end up tipping off your bike. This is what you want to do. Yeah, you see, you want to get the front end off the ground and get used to the sensation of the front end coming up, because it's kind of violent at first. And trust me, I mean, don't feel frustrated at all, because it's normal to feel that you're not making any progress, but that's a natural feeling. Alright guys, so I hope you made use of the video, and I'll be posting another part 2 and keep you guys updated with your progress. And if you have any questions, if there's something I missed out and you want to ask, you can ask me anything. I can answer you hopefully with almost anything regarding this matter. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. Alright guys, see you later.